have got a tight budget for your wedding, or if you're wanting to DIY some of the decor for it, then you have come to the right place, because in this video, we're going to be discussing just that. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny and I am that props girl. I am all about helping non-professional theatre makers, props designers, hobby crafters and decorators create unique props and decor on a budget. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing doing your own decor for your wedding and my top 5 tips on how to make that happen. These tips are simple, easy to follow, they help you stick to a budget, and I promise if you follow them, the end result will look amazing. I am no stranger to DIYing things. I DIY'd my own decor for my wedding, and if you are in the same boat, then you are in good company. The way this video is going to work is that we're going to start with my top 5 tips, and then at the end I'm going to show you guys some of the decor that I did for my wedding, as well as a couple of other weddings and events, just to show you the tips in action. And so if you are keen to see that, then stick around. Be sure to smash the like button if you guys enjoy this kind of content, because it lets me know that you want to see more videos just like this, as well as hit the subscribe button and the bell next to the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my future videos. And with all of that said and done, let's jump into this video. Tip number 1 is to pick a theme. This can be both a style and a color scheme, and this can be affected by your venue as well as a few other factors. The first thing that you should do is decide what kind of style you like. Go on Pinterest and see what kind of look you like for your wedding. Doing this before you pick a venue is also usually quite helpful, because if you don't like a rustic style, then getting married in a barn might not be the right sort of vibe for you. The venue can very much affect your decor choices and the style and colors. If you're getting married in a more rustic style place like a barn or outdoors, then you might want to look at more muted colors, greens and earthy colors to complement that sort of space. However, if you're getting married at a beach or a coastal resort, maybe you want to look at some more cool colors such as blues and sandy colors and have your decor reflect that. So first of all, have a look on Pinterest, see what you like, and second of all, look at the venue, what it looks like, what sort of colors are already there with you or in the surrounds, and try and base your theme around that. See what kind of colors complement each other. And if you guys don't know what colors work together, another thing you can do is actually Google color palettes and see what things work together. So just do a little bit of research into your colors. Now, my wedding got affected by the pandemic, and I'm actually having 2 weddings. So I had a smaller ceremony recently, and I'm having my larger reception and everything next year, which is super exciting. But my original wedding plan was a more rustic style, which was very much reflected in my decor and my bridesmaids dress choices and all of that jazz. However, because of the pandemic, I had to change everything, and because it was kind of scaled down and we were sort of throwing things together, my theme and style also changed. Because we changed it to be getting married outdoors, I wanted it to feel more like we were in a meadow and that sort of thing. And if you guys saw my video on how I DIY'd my own wedding bouquet, then you guys would know that I kind of had like a wildflower sort of come as you go mismatched boho kind of thing, but it really worked. Tip number 2 is keep it simple. I am no stranger to feeling overwhelmed when you can get on a scrolling roll, going through Pinterest, seeing post after post after post and going, that looks amazing, that looks amazing, I also love that, oh my gosh, and you can get overwhelmed and your brain is just bombarded by all of these ideas. So that's why picking a theme is really important to helping you keep on track. As I said though, we want to keep it simple. The reason for this is that if you put too many ideas into one space, it just looks like a mess. And we have to remember that this is not an art exhibition. This is your wedding, and you want people to look at you. You want you guys to be the focus. You don't want the decor to pull people's eyes away from you. And the same thing kind of goes for bridesmaids and groomsmen dresses and suits choices. You want the decor to complement you, to work with the theme and style. But as I said, keep it simple, because if you guys have got bright colors everywhere, people are not going to know where to look. And we want them to be focusing on you, the happy couple on your wedding day, because that's what all the guests came there for anyway. And so if you guys are feeling overwhelmed by all of the choices that you see on Pinterest, get your theme colors and print them out or pop them somewhere on a mood board so that you can stick to it. Pick a few inspiration pictures that will trigger you to remember what the sort of vibe is that you're going for. Maybe stick them on a mood board, maybe make an entire Pinterest board that's just labeled wedding theme. Put them somewhere where you can reflect back to them and remind yourself, this is the vibe I'm going for. And maybe I can do this other thing for an event, or perhaps do that in a room in my house. Tip number 3 is make a budget. Out of the overflow of your heart, the mouth speaks. And that is very true when it comes to weddings. I always say that people spend money on the things they care about. If you're a foodie, the chances are that you're probably going to spend a lot more money on catering than you will on some other areas. But if you really value photography, you're probably going to pay for a high-end photographer. I really care about decor and aesthetics. I didn't necessarily spend a fortune on them, but I certainly made that a factor when I was going through my budget. So just decide ahead of schedule how much you want to commit in spending towards the decor of your wedding. The way to do this is you might have to do a little bit of research in how much things cost, and that can take a little bit of time, but I guarantee you it is worthwhile doing because it will save you the heartache of buying all these things for decor or hiring them and then going, ooh, I don't have enough money or whatnot, and we don't want any of those troubles to happen. Make a budget ahead of schedule and stick to it. If you find that you've saved money in other areas and you'd like to move that money into the decor budget, then by all means go ahead. It is completely up to you. I just recommend setting aside a certain amount of money and having that as your decor commitment money. This is how much I'm willing to spend, and I'm gonna try my darndest not to go over it. If you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like and hit the subscribe button and bell, and let me know in the comments if you are going to DIY your own wedding decor or if you did your own decor for your wedding, because I would love to see how many people are just like me and doing it themselves. Tip number 4 is don't shy away from fake florals. They have come a long way in the last decade. I use them at my own wedding. There are some over there behind me, and I just love the way they look. Honestly, they are so much cheaper these days, and you can buy really, really nice ones for such a low price point. They last forever, and honestly, they look real. If you saw my video on how I did my own wedding bouquet, then you would know they're actually quite easy to arrange. And I had a lot of fun using fake flowers for mine. So many people did not know that they were fake. And when I told people, they were like, they look so real. I went, yep, they certainly do, because as I said, the quality of fake flowers has just skyrocketed in the last 10 years. They are so pretty, and as I said, they last forever. You can put them on display in your home. And if you guys stick around until the end of the video, you will see all of the other fake florals I have used in decoration, and they just make a space pop. And tip number 5 is plan in advance. I cannot stress this enough. Make time for this. This is not the kind of thing that you want to be doing the day before your wedding. Make sure that you have a decor plan. Make sure you budget out time to practice arranging flowers. If you're doing your own bouquet, do this ahead of schedule. Pull all the flowers together, see what looks good. You may have to go out to the shops again, but just allow yourself this time. For my wedding, I had to do my own makeup and my own hair, and you can bet I did several makeup and hair trials because I didn't want to come to the day and be stressed, especially if you have to do your own setup for your wedding. You just want everything ready to go and ready to roll out. So this is something, as I said, that you definitely want to be looking at ahead of schedule. And the way that looks is probably buying a few things or researching a few things, deciding exactly what you want to do and pulling them together. And I testify that this sometimes is done through trial and error. That's certainly how I got my bouquet together. What colors pair well together, or what leaves work well here, and just sort of mixing and matching them until you get the right sort of vibe. But as I said, this process can take a little bit of time, so just budget in time for that. As promised, here is a look at some of the decor from my own wedding.
So this is the sweet little setup I'm going with for the signing table, and I've just got this little hexagonal sort of glass container with this wreath. I got this in Spotlight a little while ago, but these are came up flowers, and there's some more of those reject shop lavender. Here is the garden arbor. My dad made the arbor, and it's just made out of metal because it's what we have, but I already had the white fabric, and basically there is the corner piece that I really like. And then down here I've got just some lanterns, same on the other side, and then I've got some more flowers here, and the brass gold on these lanterns ties into the signing table over there with the brass gold on the little hexagonal thing. This is our makeshift bridal car. The ribbon came with this little, like, you know, one of those things you put on a present. I just popped it there because I have tons of gaffer tape under there holding this in. And normally when you do a bridal car, you tie it into like the handrail on the inside, but I actually just gaffer taped it in there because the ribbon wasn't long enough, because we're going with what we have, and this was all I could get at the time in the shops because, you know, lockdown things. We're making it work with I think $2.50 ribbon from the reject shop. Budget wedding.
And this is another wedding that I also did recently. The arbor was from Bunnings Warehouse. And also these are just floral vines that you can get in Hot Dollar in Australia. And the lanterns once again got used here, and all of these flowers, as I said, I only buy them from Kmart and from Bunnings. Occasionally though, of course, I do buy them from Spotlight. It just depends on what sort of vibe you want. If you would like to see a full tutorial on how I did my own decor or any of the other decor that you have seen, leave me a comment down below because I would love to make that sort of video for you guys if you guys are interested at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash the like button if you did, as well as hit that subscribe button and bell so that you don't miss a single one of my uploads, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!